Alright, lazy Sunday. Didn't do anything on Saturday. So today we need to get this thing down. We got a new bumper. Well, not new, but we got a steel bumper because I was going to go ahead and get a roll pan. But somebody made me a decent offer I can't refuse, and I'm going to have to work on it. But this bumper is gone today. We got one of these fenders is going, and that bumper is going. So we got a ranch hand front and rear bumper for this guy here. We're going and picking up a front bumper that just doesn't have this section on, so all that's cut off, so it's just flat, which we're not going to put on this obviously, but I'll try to sell that. So what we're doing today is getting this thing down. The bed is sold. I'm just waiting on the guy. He's supposed to be here, I guess, sometime next week, so I don't know what to do with this yet. And then the trailer is also sold. I put this shit on Marketplace for $13,000 yesterday, and within like 3 hours it's sold. So a guy called me up. He's selling his trailer today, and then this should be out of here. Super happy about that. So what I need to do, we'll get it unstrapped, pull out, and then we'll get this off. And then we're gonna take this home, load this up with all the car parts that I do have, truck parts, all that shit. It's gonna be fun swapping all this stuff over. So this thing is registered, inspected, insured, all that stuff. It's completely legal. I gotta take this plate off and put my plate on it. But yeah, so that's how today's gonna go. Let's get into it. We're gonna have to take a heat gun to the lettering at some point and get all that off, but we'll see what we're gonna do with it. I definitely wanna clean it up and make it a lot nicer than what it is right now. Maybe just rattle can it black or something, but we'll see. If you guys can see here, this has had 2 other businesses before her, so I might just go ahead and just spray everything black. Spray the wheels black, just pretty much black this thing out, but we'll see. So it doesn't need to be pretty, but it's definitely a good tool to have. Oh, time to get this thing down. Do we do it with the ramps or without? I do think we need the ramps because, yeah, I think we'll need the ramps for this one. But I got it pulled up all the way, so I'll grab the ramps real quick, back it off, move it over here, and then back up. All right, let's see if we can get this thing off without any casualties. Because I remember before, I feel like one of these caught somewhere, but I don't know. But it's mine, so it really doesn't matter. Did a pretty decent job putting this whole thing together. So let's hop on up in here. Can't wait to drive this thing around. Now the nice thing is being able to see out the back, but it has crank windows. That sucks. The crank windows part kind of sucks. I had to have it a little bit hitting the ramps and stuff. Liam, put it on the deck up there. So we hit it, which is fine. That's what I needed to do. There isn't really much clearance. I had to run over the stones up there. Liam's moving that. Hurry up. Oh, I thought there was more gas in it than there was. Damn, that sucks. The first thing in a while I'm gonna have to put gas in. I believe that's mine. That thing looks sick. I'll put the ramps away and back up. Kind of have to keep going back and forth with that. This will be a fun day. All right, so he said it was gonna rain, so it is raining now, which sucks. But I gotta get my back bumper off when we get there. He's gotta get his front and rear bumper off. But basically getting a set of ranch hand bumpers for a fender, a bumper, and my rear bumper. So that'll be pretty sweet. Now this, I gotta drive it home. I don't know what he's doing. He gets super excited about things like this. So probably just leave this just like that for now because it is Sunday, so it's not a big deal. I need to grab my backpack and all the other stuff, and let's get out of here. Drive it with the back door open because we don't really have anything. And I want to hear if it makes any weird sounds. She said that there was some issues with it. Apparently every now and again, let me know what you guys think. Apparently every now and again, it smokes under the hood and shuts off when you hit the brakes. No idea, but it starts up, runs great. Listen to that. 208, oh, it only has 281,000. Interesting, I got a deal on that. Well, we got the box truck filled up. That's what we needed to do today. I got as much as possible. There is a couple of big things like, you know, the doors and shit like that underneath the house. But I can grab that with the truck and then just bring it to the storage lot. That's not a big deal. So we are headed out now to go get the bumpers. So I'm excited for this. The bumpers, the rear bumper does kind of look like shit. I am gonna have to refurbish it, but that's fine. This is budget friendly. especially when it costs me absolutely nothing to make a video. I'll take it. Y'all ever see a box truck tow a gooseneck trailer? Oh, I could have backed up a little more. So we decided to put it in there for now. I'll come back for this later. We just gotta go swap some things out. I left the keys in it in case anybody wants to steal it. Now we head to Dillsburg. Look at all that smoke coming out the exhaust. All right, so we're just getting back. I'm gonna pull this thing ahead and go through and organize all this stuff to the best of my ability. And we got it. The cheapest ranch hand bumper I could possibly find. It didn't cost me a damn dime. We also got another one. This one's in pretty decent shape and it's got a winch plate. So I don't know if that's something that I'll be able to salvage for mine. I don't know. I do want to get a winch for this thing at some point, but I don't know if I can put a winch plate back there. I don't know. I might be able to. We'll have to see. Cause like, you guys can see how my hooks are like kind of like pushed back in a little bit. These, well, I don't know. Looks like those might be. Okay, so those are on the steel tube. So no, these are back behind the steel tube. So I'm assuming, yeah, I would have to, I don't know if it'll work or not, but other than that, it's a pretty good steel bumper. If anybody wants this one with the winch plate, let me know. It's a little rusty. Nothing super bad. You guys can see this one's not terrible. Whereas this one, so I'm gonna get this one sandblasted because it's still, there's plenty of spots with no holes in it. So we're gonna get that one sandblasted and then repaired, which I feel like is a challenge that I kind of want to go for. And then we just need to get some decent mud flaps and wide tires for this thing. And also when the trailer sells, I am getting the windows painted black, probably like 3%. And then we're gonna do 35 on the windshield. Finally, it's gonna happen. So like I said, let's get this thing pulled out and go from there. This is everything that was in my shed. So I need to organize a lot of this stuff. I gotta do the dash swap on mine. We're gonna put some parts in here. So the bed's sold, otherwise I would put that in here, but I'm gonna, like I said, pull this up, organize. All right, she's all organized. Came out pretty, you know, decent. I got a tip them and a 250,000 mile instrument cluster somewhere that, yeah, right there. Everything works. So just trying to get rid of any of this stuff in here. We're gonna slowly start removing things and getting rid of it. There's seats. Probably gonna, if nobody wants the whole seat assembly for 150 bucks, just gonna get rid of it. There's a little tear, and then seat cushion here. Door panels, stock intakes, battery trays, stuff like that. This is going in mine. I'm gonna be swapping to the single. You guys can see there. Mine has double, so you can switch the hot and cold and stuff like that. So you remove that tarp, and then there's the stack we're gonna put on. I need to get that sandblasted as well. So I'm gonna back this thing up. We'll throw this in there, and we'll go from there. There we go. Yeah, a lot of this is pretty solid. It's just like the crusties up here and whatnot. This one's the good one. I might try to do something with it. I don't know. If nobody makes an offer, I might try to do something with it. I don't know yet. Because this one's probably in a little bit better condition than mine, and it has a winch plate. So I might cut off mine and move it over to this one. Like the top plate here. We'll see. But till then, yeah, see, sandblast all this, weld a new piece in here. It's all doable. I'm not super concerned about it. So now I just need to put my license plate back on and a couple other things, but this bumper's a lot more secure than my other one because you can see it actually has mounting points in there. Look at that. So works for me. And I gotta hook back up to the trailer so we can put this back on. Alright, this thing drives pretty damn decent for a truck with 281. This one has 561 on it. Hopefully everybody enjoys that big bright brown bumper. This piece needs pulled out as well. I do like it because there is the big lights in there. So we're gonna replace this one, get some nice LEDs for it. I gotta get the plate on it and whatnot, but you know, she's moderately rusty. We'll get her. We'll get her. All right, so I got this pounded down, this bent back out. Now I'm gonna take a ratchet strap from here to the trailer and see if I can't pull that the rest of the way out. Which, now that we're gonna be going to freight, I'm gonna be breaking out these Rhino straps again. Oh, I love these straps. These are my sacreds. Rhino USA. I'm gonna be using these a lot more. Fucking love these straps. These are great for flatbed, because then you have the around the axle shit. There we go. So I am gonna back up to that and start pulling. There you go. I got it out pretty decently. I'm gonna have to straighten this piece out here. We're gonna have to fill some metal in here. That'll all be for when we sandblast it. Gonna have to get this light out. I'm gonna go get 2 new white LEDs. These aftermarket taillights suck, because if you tighten the screws too much, they kind of pop out. But there you go. It's a lot better than it was. We'll get it. It's like everything else. This whole truck's getting painted in the next like 2 or 3 months, I'd like to say. So we're gonna drop it off at the body shop. Everything get painted, all the body work get done, like all this shit here. I want this thing not perfect, but I want it a lot nicer. I want it a lot nicer than it is. And like things like this, that all nice and bullshitted up. So we'll have to pull that off. We'll have to pull the fender flares off. Probably pull the bed off just enough. Or you know, I might just leave the bed on, honestly, because the back's already black. So I don't know yet. We'll see. And oh, what else do we got? Yeah, the bumper will have to come off. Grill's gonna have to come off. The hood. We're finally gonna paint the hood, the roof. The new Chevy mirrors I'll probably be ordering next week. A bunch of guys have been asking me about buying these. I was gonna sell them for 150 bucks. I am going to order the GM ones. They're about 300 bucks. So, and then I'll sell these once those come in. But I'll probably order them like next week sometime. And little things. So this will be a nice little project, because I can get a good video out of doing refurbishing this whole thing and whatnot. So just to put the plate on, let's get these bolts kicked out of here so I can put my 7-way connector back in. And I've been taking the hammer and just kind of like smacking at all this stuff. So it'll all come out. And then I got to find a mounting place for these. So rusty tailgate, you know, whatnot. We'll have them fix that. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect. It's still a decent work truck. All right, apologize for the wind noise, but that's mounted. Check that out. We got our air fittings back on here because I had to get rid of a spare tire, so that's gone. That's over there on the trailer. And I got the exhaust tip pushed back a little bit further. So, still think it sticks out too far for me. I don't like to see any of this. Like, if I could get that to be flush with that lip, that'd be perfect, but not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna loosen these screws up here because of this guy. I hate when lights don't stay in place. This side over here was fighting me for a while, but I got it fixed. So that stays. Aftermarket lights, gotta love them. So probably head home. This trailer selling and me going and picking up the other one is going to open up so many doors that I am going to have a lot of content on getting this truck going. Because a lot of the things people also need to understand. So I could go out, buy a brand new truck, have no issues whatsoever, but then I lose my content. And that's the whole point, is every time if you guys see something that breaks on this or that I modify or anything, I get paid for that. And that's kind of why I do it. I enjoy it. But I can afford to do it because I get paid to do it. There's a lot of things you'll see me refixing on this, because when I built it the first time, I did not do it right, which is why the 2003 that's in the shop, how we're doing it is that he can just drive it and he's not gonna have any issues with that truck. That's the whole point. We're leaving it stock, no modifications on the engine, none of that stuff. And one quick thing to end this video, you guys, you hear me talk about the financials a lot. One of the things that I need to tell you guys is that I never force anything on you guys. I never tell you, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's basically me just sharing my life, and that's pretty much it. Nothing I do is forced onto you guys. Nothing, if people don't like it, it's simple as not watching. You know, everybody is going to do something differently, and the way that I want to do it, I'm a big hoarder of money. Basically, there's a bunch of different ways you can get yourself to financial freedom. Leveraging debt is a really good way of doing it. That is one of the best ways to do it. It's basically like an infinite money hack, infinite money glitch. But at the end of the day, that's not the way I want to do it. I'm a very simplistic person. I know how I want to go about things. I do want to get into real estate at some point, but in the meantime, basically I'm just hoarding my money and putting it in somewhere that I can get paid percentage for holding it, and I invest in certain projects that I very strongly believe in. I have a couple of, you know, I deal a lot with cryptocurrencies and stuff, but that's not what the channel's about, and I never talk about it. But this is going to be the one time I mention this. I invest in certain cryptocurrencies. I don't expect them to blow up and make me a millionaire overnight, but I do expect down the road, you know, some of these projects to do fairly well. And I have a lot, in my opinion, a lot of money invested into this stuff. I can have a few $1,000s in the bank account at a time, and way more than that invested into cryptos. I'm not going to go over exact numbers and everything because that's just not what we're about. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I'm going to get home. We are going to edit and pretty much just call it for the day. We'll be back to working on the black truck tomorrow, so 12 valve swap coming in. And let me know what you guys think of said box truck. Buy some of them parts, by the way, so I can get rid of them. Any money that, you know, any money that I get from those parts is going to be invested into crypto as well. And then I send everything over to Celsius because I get my annual percentage, and they pay you weekly. So like 1/52 of the payment. So every week it goes up. You get paid more for your interest and whatnot. And so now they finally put it in. For some reason they support Dogecoin. They give you 0.5% annual percentage. I don't have anything in Doge right now. I haven't for a long time. But Solana, it's a big project that I am very, very, very bullish on. And I have, once my trailer sells, $5,000 of my money is going into that project. I'm hoping to see some good numbers on that. But we also get, they pay like 5.5% yearly percentage on that, so which is pretty sweet. So I hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Go check out my Celsius.network link down below. Once you put your first $400 in, we both get $50 after a month. We also get Coinbase down there. We have Mudflap down there. Use Mudflap. We get $10 free fuel. My Amazon affiliate links. Go check them out as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next video. Later.